Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Snoo. This is another 100 maps farming session. It's been a hot second since I came out with one of these because I've been really enjoying the game, just playing, focusing, primarily streaming live on Twitch. Been doing all kinds of magic find, different kind of strategies. Really the bread and butter, divination card farming, getting a lot of nice conversion loot, doing a lot of burial chambers, been doing some cemetery, even did some Crimson Temple, and now I found my way onto Jungle Valley. And that is where we're going to be in this one. This is going to be an interesting video because I think there's a little bit of a contrast in where the community is in terms of like what is the best farm this league, which map, which tile set is best. You know, there's some distinct advantages and disadvantages to the four maps that I mentioned. I really like Cemetery because it's a great place for, you know, the up-and-comer Magic Finder player to kind of get started. You can give up the altars, go farm at white maps or yellow maps, do the Garatha strat at tier 7, which is similar to what I'll be doing today. Cemetery has some major issues though. It tends to not spawn all the abysses, can be super infuriating, sometimes locks some of the mechanics out. Easy boss to rush, easy boss to kill, and very quick to clear, but has pretty low density, has some issues there. But anyway, a great place to start off. Burial Chambers has become a hot one this league. Even before the league started, people knew the Fortunate and the Doctor card would be there. It's certainly taken a major hit. Way too many people farming on there. It's really driven the cost of Headhunter and the Doctor card down, kind of to be expected. People really like it for its density, high mob count. I absolutely hate it, however, for its layout. Got 3 different levels. The second level is absolutely terrible. If you're trying to run Abyss on that map, it can be really awful. Even Legion has some issues spawning some of the more narrow corridors. It has a terrible boss to kill in general, and just forget about it trying to do boss rush altar farm on that one. I do appreciate the map. I did do a lot of running out. There are things to like about it. Definitely its density or mob count's the highest thing possibly say about it, but you know, at the end of the day, you could just run more maps and kind of make up for it in that way. Crimson Temple has the best divination cards this league, so few people are farming on there. The Apothecary is now starting to be driven up. Enlightens in 7 years are more expensive than they've ever been by a long shot at this point in the league, and I will definitely be finding my way doing some kind of strat on that tile set again. You can never truly escape the prison after all. But today we're going to be on Jungle Valley because we got a major callback to Calandra League, where the conversion loot is aplenty, where Abyss farming, Legion farming, Beast, Bestiary farming even, were some of my favorite mechanics to put on the map. Yes, even Abyss. I know I'm definitely a certified Abyss hater, at least notoriously so, but you know, part of my disdain for Abyss resides in the annoyance of the time factor it takes to do it. But you know what? If they're going to reward me as much as they're going to reward me this league for doing Abyss, suddenly it's not quite as annoying as you think it might not be. But anyway, we're going to be looking at Jungle Valley. Tier 14 also, big advantage there. We can drive it down to tier 14 with 0 watchstones in. It will spawn as a tier 14. Tier 14 is the best tier to do this league because tier 16 is really hard with league mechanic, and tier 14 you still get the minimum baseline requirement to spawn the altars. The only downside is things like forbidden tomes and logbooks aren't item level 83, and I'm not even looking at fractured bases anymore, so I don't really care about that. But absolutely you can drop just about anything and everything there. All the maximum potential for conversion loot and stuff, and that is the big kicker for this one. So the league mechanic is really important. So important that I'm going to be abandoning at least half the maps that I ran, and that's going to be one of the major perceptions versus realities on this video, is the reality that you should be abandoning your maps if your juice on the Wisp realm isn't good. You should definitely still be focusing on doing a good job on the Wisp realm. What are the parameters for that? Where's the stakes for that? I don't know. For me personally, I'm not married to a specific rubric on this, but I can tell you just kind of in general, I don't run anything less than 3k juice. I don't care what the combination, even if I got all 3 colors. I don't run anything less than 3k juice. Probably not running anything less than 5k juice unless it's a nice split of all 3 colors. Probably not running anything less than 7k juice unless it's got really nice blue quantity or purple in the case of this strategy. Because we're going to be doing Abyss, so we're going to spawn extra projectiles, running all kinds of maps with +2 projectile. Self-rolled this time, but let's start with the Atlas. So that's the intro. Let's start with the Atlas here. So I got a nice Wandering Path Abyss Atlas. This is going to be, again, a major juicing Atlas here for Abyss. Gonna look pretty similar to the Garatha strategy. I like adding in some ritual spawn chance. Of course, all the max beyond in there. Gonna be doing all of the abyss to spawn extra abyss, extra monsters from the abysses. Gonna of course take in the harbinger just to get to the quant rarity reel, all the increased effect modifiers, non-unique maps, all of the eater of worlds stuff. Legion spawn chance involved in there, ritual spawn chance. It's all there, but no strongbox. We're putting strong boxes away. We're even putting a divination scarab away for this one, because in Jungle Valley the fortunate card does drop, but it's gonna be better off. We're gonna be better off just adding more monsters onto the map, I think. So that is it. That's a strategy. Again, focus is primarily on Abyss, followed by Beyond, I guess, and then giving Legion and Ritual a chance to spawn, and one tiny little point. 1 point, so I can technically say this is a bestiary Atlas, guys, because I took this 1 point here. I would take 2, but I ran out of points. But anyway, that's the Atlas. Let me go into... I got all the dump tabs empty here. We're ready to go. I don't think I'll need all 5 of them because my loot filter is crazy strict. I'm using on my filter called Omega Strict, and basically I don't see anything except Awakened Sextants and some uniques, and I'm just going to val the uniques and ID them on the go and throw them back in the ground if they're trash. We're going to let PoE stack determine the value of different corrupted uniques, things like that. But anyway, we're going to be putting Abyss on the Atlas. Almost forgot, we are going 7th Gate to unlock Abyss as a choice on the Atlas, so that's why this is here. I cannot in good faith tell you to run this strat without a winged reliquary. Honestly, Gildeds, don't do it. Even if you're going to abandon most of your maps, put a winged reliquary on there. Trust me. I know it may sound crazy. Yes, it drives the investment cost of the maps up, but the investment for these maps is like 1.5 div. Okay, and when you get a load of the kind of currency that you can gain when you get a nice juicy map and clear it with this strategy, 1.5 div ain't nothing. That is nothing. So trust me. Anyway, we're going to be running Gilded Legion, Gilded Abyss, and Gilded Bestiary here. Now you could run Winged here, but I'm trying to give you a strat where I think you're going to get the most value in respect to being comfortable abandoning a lot of maps. So got to go with the Winged Reliquary though for the massive Winged Scarab conversion, massive Winged Divination conversion, the chance for a Mageblood Headhunter. It's very important to have that on there. And then for the Sextants, going to be doing Magic Pack size, kind of a bit of a flex slot here. I thought about maybe doing Hunted Traders or even Quality to Rarity, because I am not running 8 mod corrupted maps, believe it or not. But anyway, +1 Abyss, +1 Legion, and Beyond. So Beyond is a little expensive. Winged Reliquary is a little expensive. Gotta have them though. Gotta have them on there. For the maps, now the maps is an interesting one. This is really nice and convenient for you guys. Don't need to go on TFT. You don't need to farm up your own 8 mod corrupted map. Just get a bunch of T14 Jungle Valley maps and roll them, chaos spam them until you get +2 prog, and fit your regex in wherever it is. And I'll even go out of my way here to show you. This is my regex here. I'll have it linked in the description below. It's got a lot of mods that I don't want to see on there. In fact, because I'm rolling my own, I can be extra strict on here. These maps can be pretty rippy and pretty tough, but I can be super strict on it. I don't have anything that's got, well, I guess I got one in here, but basically no elemental resistances, no chaos, or fizz is extra chaos. I even think I regexed off, for the most part, regexed off buffs expire faster, no aura. So I have basically 2 regex slammed into 1. So many mods I don't want to see on here. Just don't want to make it easy, and it's fine. Why not? I mean, I'm just rolling the map myself. It's really not that hard. You basically spam it till you hit the regex, and you get +2 prog. Then you double slam it with Exalted Orb. Redo it if it misses, the mod, whatever. I'm budgeting 80 chaos per map in this. So when we look at the PoE stack, which we're going to right now, 80 chaos per map. Let's reload it here. There it is. 80 chaos per map. We got an investment cost of 145 divines, not even 1.5 divines per map. I project I'll be abandoning at least 2/3 of these maps. So yes, that's a crazy thing. I'm here to tell you 100 divines, throwing it in the trash. Okay, 100 divines of this gonna go in the trash, not gonna be running the map. And not to mention the time, roughly 2 hours of time in the Wisp realm, all in the trash. Can you believe I'm gonna be throwing away 100 divines and maybe 2 hours worth of time, and I'm still gonna make, I don't know, just exponentially more currency per hour than normal. And that's the thing about this strategy. I don't really care about currency per map. We'll track it, of course. Really trying to look at currency per hour. This is the first time this league I'm really focusing on currency per hour, because the ceiling on this is absolutely nuts. Usually it's like 20, 30, maybe 40 div an hour is kind of where I can cap out in a given league. I got about a 4 to 5 mirror character now. It's a nice Magic Find character, and you're going to see it's quite capable of doing these maps in the highlights. But when you see the highlights and you see the final result, let's just say I'm expecting to get an excess of 100 divines an hour, especially when we normalize the loot. So let me point out what I mean by that. So we got the investment there. I'm going to normalize the loot at the end. I like to do this when I do Crimson Temple farm, because it's kind of hard, you know, even 100 maps to justify, you know, apothecary drop. If you drop an apothecary, maybe you drop too many apothecaries, maybe 0. How do you really tell the rates? Well, we normalize it based on gambler drop rates, 7 years drop rates, things like that. The community has come to a pretty general consensus right now that the Sacred Orb drop is roughly 20 times more common than a raw mirror. Now, I don't know if this is exactly true. Some people are getting really lucky. They're getting like 1 mirror every 5 Sacred Orb. Some people are getting 0 mirrors in 58 Sacred Orbs. Okay, that's me. I'm actually very unlucky this league. I haven't got a single mirror yet. But there's a very good chance that I'm going to get one in this 100 map test because of how insane the loot is. Because it's Legion and Abyss and Bestiary, and these are some really, really top tier quality rare monsters that'll be spawning out of there. But anyway, we're going to check the loot, the actual currency that I earn, and then I'm going to normalize it against Sacred Orb. Essentially, 1 Sacred Orb equals about 36 Divine Orbs in respect to the value of a mirror in that ratio. So we'll see. And I'm totally expecting at least like 1 or 2 Mage Bloods or Headhunters in this. I know it may sound crazy, but you'll see why. See why. This is leaps and bounds above what Strongbox can do. And while you can do Strongbox maps faster, I think you'll be surprised. These maps don't take that long, especially if I'm willing to abandon the bad maps, the ones that don't, you know, give me a crazy good juice in the Wisp realm. This isn't going to take all that long, guys. I mean, I've been running maps 10, 15, 20 minutes per map, but I've realized now, okay, the problem is I'm running maps I shouldn't run. So what if I can, you know, get a decent map, run it 10 minutes, get 2, maybe 3 divines worth of value out of it? Not worth it. Not now. Not when occasionally I can run one map for maybe 15 to 20 minutes and get like 50 divines plus of value out of it, almost reliably. So that's kind of the approach we're taking on it, and that's why it may seem kind of crazy to you guys that we're doing this. There's one takeaway I want you to take away from this video as we get started. Abandon your maps. Get good at the Wisp realm and be willing to abandon your maps. Construct a strategy where you're willing to throw away the investment cost of at least half of your maps. And I promise you, you're going to see way bigger returns. Assuming you can complete the maps, you're going to see much bigger returns on that. All right, let me open this regex one more time. Or wait, maybe I don't have to. Nope, I don't have to. Okay. I'm going to show you real quick how I've been rolling the maps. So I just spam, wow, 1 Chaos Orb. Interesting. I spam it until I hit the regex there. I verify there's no like resistance mod or whatever. That's clean. Okay, and then I need 2 Val Orbs. And oh, I missed here. Players cannot regenerate mana or so it missed there. So I have to roll it again. Okay, and I will just roll this until I hit right. Okay, there I hit it again. That looks really nice. Okay, unique boss this, unique boss that. I don't care. I don't even do the boss on this map. We don't have to because the altars are very, very good. And yeah, that looks great. Okay, that's a very easy map. We'll just start with that one. Nothing wrong with that. I even got 1 bonus quality. How did I get 21% quality? Let me know in the comments below if you know how I got 21% quality on that map. Oh yeah, slam it with an orb. Okay, and this cost me less than 80 chaos to do this right here on this map. I got lucky. I hit it pretty quick. But it can cost you more. It's on average about 80 chaos per map, I project. All right, we're going to get started. Let's put all this currency away. You already know the investment cost. You know the Atlas. You know the Sextants, Compass, Scarabs. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. Got to pull the Watchstones if you want to sustain Jungle Valley T14. So I put these on here, and then we'll go over here. Put the map in. Eater of Worlds. Abyss. Activate. Let it activate. And then, you know, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But if I really want to sustain my own maps here, this is what I'm going to do. Now, I take the Wisp realm very seriously now. I'm pretty serious. I got all kinds of tricks up my sleeve. I'm using Blink Arrow. I'm using Decoy Totem. I'm still planning to come up with a video pretty soon. Just kind of haven't gotten to it. I know a lot of people wonder how in the world are you averaging, say, for example, 6,000 juice each time. Average, more or less. Well, to that note, almost forgot. I'm going to be recording all of the Wisp juice. Now I'll go back in time and record this after the fact. But I will go ahead and show you exactly how many maps I ran and what kind of juice, what the spread was. So you'll get to see the spreadsheet here at the end, at least in terms of being able to like make a copy. But anyway, you've got to see, you know, you can widescreen your monitor like this. Whatever, you can just fit it here. You just got to play it in windowed mode, unfortunately. So that's how I did that. Now that's what it looks like in game mode. So here's the first realm, and I got a great start already. I mean, I just spawned right in the middle of just a monstrous purple pile of dust here. I got the top left down here, and I got over on the right. I'm just going to follow thick trails. What I look for the most is blended trails, where they're blending with another color, and they're just very thick, and or just thick. So it just blended from purple to yellow. So I know it's going to take me to a yellow place down here. Well, interesting. That's pretty rare. We had a thick yellow just die out suddenly. But anyway, here's the actual vent, and it looks like I am indeed going to go down below. Looks like yellow take me out up there. And this is a bad event, but that's okay. Just kind of fishing for a widescreen wisp, white wisps on the side. I could go through there, but I don't want to expend too much power. I think I will continue. You know what's really interesting? I'm pretty sure there's something down here. Let me push down. Ah, yeah, the yellow continues down here. That. Oh. Looks like Snoo needs to warm up a little bit. Okay. I had a weapon swap on there. I thought I was firing arrows, but I was actually shield charging, and that's a mistake. Also, big mistake there. When I do the Wisp realm, I wear Defiance of Destiny. So, 2 mistakes at once caused me to brick that Wisp realm. And so that's fine. That's 1 map down the drain. And that was probably going to be a good map. It's probably going to be good enough to run. That's too bad. But that's what happens sometimes when you know, you're recording videos and you're trying to focus on this and that. And that's fine. Unfortunate. Yeah. All right. Don't forget to put your watch stones back in. I may forget to do that sometimes. By the way, this currency per hour, what have you, I am counting the maps I'm throwing away. I'm counting everything. You know, all the investment, all the time, throwing it away, running it, whatever. It's all counted. And I'm still telling you this is going to be in excess of 100 div an hour. Normalized, at least, I'm sure. I'll be very surprised if I'm wrong with that. What do you say? Phased out? Like, they're just going to randomly gank me, but it doesn't matter because as long as I run around and clear the area. I feel like there's going to be 1 or 2 left, though, after my headhunter buffs wear out. That's going to suck. Oh, there we go. Finally, something. Nice thing is I do have the Quant Amulet in, so that mattered here. Yeah, that's a lot. But I'm missing greeds, so I'm missing greeds here. I have 15% lower Quant. Another Sacred Orb. All right. Well, normalized loot's going to be banging good, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? This is just dumb. Might be a good couple 6-link, valuable 6-links in there. Usually there are, actually. It's going to be a couple 6-links in there worth a few divines. If there's anything that people ever wear, already 6-link. Hey, we got a divine conversion too. Nice. Alright, finally getting loot. Finally getting loot, guys. Check it out. I'm getting loot. I made a video on YouTube. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's playing itself out tremendously well on these maps in particular. Max 1 Endurance Ralakesh. Alright, I've been waiting to hit that once. I wonder what this is worth. It's 18 divines. Get at me, fool. 18 divines. Finally hit that. God. Corrupted a lot of them. Boom. And that will go in the bank. Average per map. I mean, it's like 40 chaos per map, 50 chaos per map maybe. I'm not counting the delirium orb. Mirror of Calandra. Wow. My first one, guys. I did it. I'm sorry, I'm so late to this party, but we did it. For those of you wondering, this map had a record-breaking amount of yellow, of all things. It had like 8,600 yellow, maybe, and about 3K blue. That's it. No purple. It's just a stupid amount of yellow. That's all. I'm just getting a crazy amount of, you know. Basically, I'm just dropping a bunch of awakened sextants this map, like 100 or more. Quantity over quality paid off. Sacred count. I got. Oh, my total sacred count. It's over 60. Yeah, it's over 60. That mirror did come off a Legion mob, by the way. It was a Legion mob. So you guys noticed. Oh my god, it just bricked. Why? No. No. One time it bricked and then I came back like 5 minutes later and then the spire spawned when I had no buffs. And I was like, hey, that's not cool, dude. Not cool. I'm just gonna stand here and right click with my tanky build. Shit, I'm standing on top of Mana Siphoner. That's not good. Oh yes! Yes! In my face! Actually had some purple for once. Oh god. Not much though. Low yellow, low purple, but hey, you know. Purple and white, just nothing but purple and white. Just cover the entire monitor. I'm just waiting for it. A Calandra's Touch. All right. I mean, that's not a Scarab conversion, but all right. Pretty easy tier 1. Yeah. Works. I don't feel like it spawned very many. Yeah. Yo, let me go. Oh my god, I got Scarab conversion on a 0 purple map. Whoa. I might have killed that. Or no, I didn't. It's up here. That's starting to look pretty. Wow. I left it with like half-life, not paying it any attention at all. Somehow it stayed alive. Did you see that? It's like a shriveled life. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Jump a port there. Another pure rare spawn. These guys. Actually though, like, where is the conversion loot, dude? Like, for real though, I would expect this to just like rain down like 6 or 7 Scarab conversions and like 5 or 6 divine conversions, totaling like 100 divines excess or something on this with that many rares. I don't know, it's just kind of surprising. I feel like I'm getting pretty unlucky that it's not doing that. Crazy. Okay, there's one. 10 divines. Those are not even divine explosions. Those are just dupe divines. Oh, okay. That's all right. All right. That's a real one. Thank you. Clip that. That's what I came here for. That is what I came here for. That right there. That's why I'm doing this. I'm just holding right click, hoping I stun everything. I have 50 headhunter buff. Surely it's fine. Like, I'm even keeping adrenaline up. 100% adrenaline uptime. See? It's over there on the top right. This is a 9.5k. 3.4 yellow, 3.4... It's only like 2.6 blue. I don't know. That's I still have this fucking boss up. Oh my god. I'm scared. Genuinely scared. Please. I don't want to break this map. Please. No. Fuck. Fuck yeah! I did have div dupes, by the way. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I got over 100 divines there. I don't know the exact amount because I already picked a few up, but I mean, we could probably go back in time and look at it. It was definitely over 100 off of that one mob, though. What is that? Oh my god. 40 divine. This is a 40 divine blood knot. Again, rolled 100 divine. 50 times 100 divines. Oh my god. There's 100 divines. 100 divines, dude. Yo. Oh my god, the Val slam though. Oh my god, that Val slam. Whoa. Whoa, and I thought this was good. Damn. This is 19, dude. Nothing compared to that. Dude, how much money did I make in this map? Okay, well, I can loot at least. I mean, the Legion boss is not really guarding. I mean, I guess he's guarding like 20% of the map, but the important part of the map is over in the first half, which I've taken care of here. Here's my altars, by the way. Notice, I actually have some Quantum rarity on this map. No, you can't actually read the map. Alright, I did something really cheeky here. I cut off most of the Abyss mobs through the ritual that will also spawn me a bunch of rares, and if I can survive this, I can only need to tank a fraction of the Abyss mobs at once, which I couldn't do with starting at 0. And this is going to allow me to ramp up before the remaining Abyss mobs can come in and kill me. Now, I got a few more Abyss mobs than I wanted, it looks like, but it's going to be good, I think. 12 here. Okay, and then the remaining ones come in, and I've stolen the stun buff, so I win. This is the I win moment. The buff, I've talked about this in a previous video. I will just automatically win now, unless I get one shot by one phasing out. I can just stand here, and they can't do anything. They're all just stunned, perma-stunned, This is a stolen headhunter buff in conjunction with a non-freeze damage build, and they cannot attack me. They only get one attack off when they come out of phasing. They get one attack, and if that doesn't kill me, then I'm golden. This is something I mean, this is... That really is the biggest thing that I've discovered all league. It could only happen because I chose to remove freeze from my build. Is you cannot... I've never stunned enemies before on a Deadeye bow build because we always favor freeze over alternate ailments. I mean, that's just what everybody does. But I didn't realize just how overpowered stun can be. And it doesn't matter what the stun threshold is. When you steal that headhunter buff, which again, it's a common headhunter buff. If I got half the headhunter buffs in the game, which is like a total of what, 72 or something at this point, I probably have that one. It's a very common one. I think it's even more common than Soul Eater. I definitely see it as much or more than Soul Eater. This guy too. Oh, nice, nice. This is why we do beasts, guys. That's why we do beasts. That guy was... Even a blind person could have tell that dropped from a beast. How are you stunning them again? Alright. I'm stunning them with... Oh, I think it might have been Katava Touch Speed. Don't even read the text on it. I'm stunning them with a headhunter buff. That's it. A headhunter buff. Stolen headhunter buff called Stuns. Stuns everything on all hits. And since I do no chill and no freeze, I am therefore eligible to actually stun enemies. You are ineligible to stun enemies if you do chill or freeze with conventional cold damage build without something like Secrets of Suffering or Gale Sight that has a specific line of text that says you can no longer chill or freeze. And it usually comes accompanied with brittle. The brittle's fine, just not chill or freeze. I mean, imagine how ridiculously overpowered a bit. Well, maybe there is actually a mod, a headhunter mod. It just says freezes. It just freezes everything and every hit, no matter what. I don't know if there is, but so if you don't chill or freeze, you can stun. If you do 0 cold damage, you can stun. Or if you do cold damage in your build, and it also comes with that mod I mentioned. Yes. God, how many Scarabs was this? How many actuals? I'm gonna count the actual number of Scarabs. That's crazy. Scarabs, dude. What in the heck? It's still going off the sheet. Too bad I only had 1,600 there. Oh my god. That's so many. I think it was an expedition mob, but I could be wrong. Scarabs, right here. We're gonna get these out of the way. Game grab as much as you can. Yeah, sorry, I got a serious expression on my face. This is like the amount of focus it takes for me to do this is pretty intense. And yeah, I would not enjoy playing this way 100% of the time, admittedly. But we're fishing for the crazy juice, and it's fun when it happens. So lock on my right. Okay. See it, guys. Where's this lock you speak of? Left down is dangerous. Is it that one by itself with a star? This is gonna start pulling mobs. What? Alright, come on guys, give me my streamer privilege. Where is it? Full right. Oh. Alright, streamer privilege. Paid off. Thank you guys. You're the best. If I'm playing by myself, I probably don't even get that. Oh, stun locked. Okay, I get stun immunity with my Quicksilver Flask suffix. I get stun locked there. That's pretty unusual. Not going to happen very often, but on occasion it will. That's an unfortunate way to lose a portal, but you know, at least I grabbed some stuff out of there. Definitely got a few things out of there. A few important things. That's only the second lock in 79 maps. I gotta get a 1-up. Can't see anything. Well, damn, dude. Can I actually make this work? If I had a 1-up, I probably can. If I found a blue event with a 1-up. I might be running this, actually. It's like a lot to collect. Oh, fuck. The wrong way. It's blue over here, isn't there? Fucking knew it. I am a freaking genius. I am a genius. Look at that. Look how good I am at this. That was some serious, like, mind hack. I can't believe it pulled that out. Just completely pulled that out of my ass. Why am I still even able to continue? That doesn't make any sense. Amazing. He keeps getting away with it. That was the most amazing, just that map started off so bad. Look at where I spawned. This is like one of the worst places to spawn. There's no trail. There was no trail anywhere near the spawn location. Nowhere near it. You're all in shambles. This is a straight up juicer right here. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. That looks spicy. Good thing this map's easy. Woohoo! I'm gonna lag so much though. I got two abysses actually right next to each other. Both towers spawn. Tower's down though. And support. Look, nice map pack. What's the best MF for 1,000 divines? Well, I'm sure it'd be Tornado Shot. Not a Squire. Eratos says, I started in Calandra League thanks to you. Nice. True MF enjoyer, Calandra League represent. You gotta love this farm then. This is Calandra League again. I mean, basically just fishing for conversion loot right now. Yeah. Last map magic on the garbage wisp realm. Oh, it's worth it. They stacked up too. That's great. Ask and you shall receive. Not many wing there though. Alright guys, this is it. Here we got the results. I'm just rolling my eyes at how many divine orbs I farmed. I can't believe the results, which you're going to see in a second here. I got a dump tab here with a whole bunch of uniques that were specialized extra value. Some real absolute bangers here like this Blood Notch, like Ralakash Impatience, well rolled. It's hard to believe some of these, the amounts that these corrupted uniques are worth. These sort of mid-tier, high-tier corrupted uniques that wouldn't necessarily corrupt normally, or even just standard well-rolled items like this Immutable Force. You know, I mean, this is worth a lot more than the app's going to say. Or even something like this. You know, this is an almost perfect Aegis Aurora. If we crank it up all the way up here, we're going to see it's worth multiple divines. Clearly worth multiple divines, and it's even almost perfect base as well. So looking at so many different uniques and, you know, getting some sextants in here, just getting some really nice corruptions, and some, you know, mediocre ones like, I guess, +2 socketed Proj. Definitely still pretty good there. But yeah, a lot of added value in here. I'm not going to go through all of them. Eyes is a great wolf. Mid-tier quant roll. The PoE stack app is not going to count a lot of these at the proper price, especially within the roll range, but it will count some of the corrupt uniques. We'll see in just a second. I got Valdo's boxes. Also here, going to count these as 3 divines apiece. 79 of them. 2 Hinekors locks, 35 divines apiece. A couple of enhanced supports, half a divine apiece. And we also have Kraka Camaros because I was farming beasts and I did verify I was able to get a total of 2 Kraka Camaros. The only beast that you're really going to get of any real value. Worth almost 5 divines, I guess. And that is actually counted in PoE stacks. So we also have, you know, the rest of everything. 5 tier 0s, including Rakiata's Dance, Calandra's Touch. Right there. Bino's Kitchen Knife. Right here. And a duped Soul Taker. So, yeah, I'm kind of let down by the total value of tier 0s. I thought I would, I certainly thought I'd get a Mage Blade or Headhunter. Did not happen. But I did get 459 Ventor's Gambles, which I haven't even looked at yet. So that's going to be fun in the gambling portion. We're going to do stack decks, Ventor's Gambles, Voidborn Reliquary Keys, Valdo's Boxes. We're going to do a lot of stuff to see. But the unique, corrupting uniques is obviously done in advance, because there's so many to look at. This was absolutely the biggest hit, though. In fact, it's even better. It's even better than what it says. If I drag it up a couple more notches. But anyway, let me pull you down to some other information that's going to be hopefully of some use to you. I tracked all 100 maps, all the Wisp, purple, yellow, and blue. The background is green in the event that I ran the map, but it's clear background in the event that I did not run the map. So, as you can see, about half of the maps I ran. A total of 46 maps, and you can screenshot this if you want, but a total of 46 maps were ran. 54 were abandoned, and in hindsight, looking back on it, I should have probably abandoned more than that. I did say I probably abandoned about 2/3 of them. I think that would have been the right number based on this, especially at the end here. I got a little desperate and decided to run a few of these maps. But anyway, 6,038 juice on average. I expected to do at least that. I was hoping maybe 6,500 at best. But I think overall I should have done a little bit better than I did with the juice. Because I've been recording this for the past week or so. Every day that I farm. I have seen numbers higher than this usually. Usually my number's higher than this, around 6,500. So a little disappointed there. But anyway, we did have some nice maps. A few, 11K maps. 11K maps. I did brick some maps, not full-blown brick, but partial bricks, a half bricked. There was I think one map I bricked like maybe 80% of it. It was like the worst map on there, but that's unfortunate. So, hoping to get better, hoping to deal with it a little more easily. Not that many upgrades I can do for my build though, but I will be switching to Fizz to element conversion with the Headhunter. Hopefully will be more damage anyway. So we'll see. I think everything went fairly well, considering how difficult the content is. Now, let's see the PoE stack number here. Now this is That is not a number I usually see after 100 maps. 2,154 divines. Yeah, let's scroll down here. We have a currency tab is the highest, of course. Now there's a Mirror of Calandra. But you're going to see in a second that the Mirror of Calandra is totally warranted in there because I happen to drop 20 Sacred Orbs. I said the normalized rate of Sacred Orbs to Mirrors of Calandra is presumably about 20 to 1. So I don't really even have to do an extra calculation to tell you the normalized drop rate. You don't have to, like, you know, jimmy the numbers or whatever. Just kind of go with what they are in this case. Scarabs pretty high. I was a little disappointed. I think I only got a little over 200 winged Scarabs in total. I was expecting to get 200 winged Scarabs in one drop, honestly, at some point in here, but it never happened. We did see the massive Divine Orb conversion, though, that I was hoping to see at one point. And yeah, so that's it for there. One Mirror of Calandra, now up to almost 1,000 Divines apiece. 494 Raw Divines, 3,500 Awakened Sextants. That was a lot of clicks. And 56 Reliquary Keys. And then we got a couple of these Relication Patience that are showing up pretty high. This is either the +1 Endurance variations, +1 Socketic Gems also is pretty high. The Blood Nox Corrupted Blood's up there. So, you know, some of those are pretty high. A lot of Winged Scarabs. Anyway, here's all the tabs. You know, take a screenshot if you want. Our poor little Natural Instincts not worth much anymore. The loot filter was pretty tight, but there were still maps, as you saw in the highlights, that you couldn't see what was going on. So I'm going to have to evolve my loot filter. I think I'm actually going to do what I started doing back in the Nemesis 4 days, where I would do like Nemesis 4 skittering Deli Orb farms, and I would have a loot filter just for the Scarabs and a loot filter just for the currency. And we're going to have to do something like that. A loot filter just for belts, loot filter just for currency. Maybe a loot filter just for Scarabs on top of it. That's what it's going to take, you know, to, you know, loot the map efficiently. So I think I'm going to have to evolve myself a little bit. I haven't had to do something like that in a while, but anyway, let's see the total amounts. So we got boxes, Hinekora locks, and divines. A few extra divines involved in there. Total investment, just to remind you, look how lopsided this is. Total investment, 146 divines, 1.46 divines per map. Counting skipping maps. Gross divs gained. Counting all the boxes, the Hinekora locks, and everything it says here in PoE stack, which I just showed you. 2,459 divines. After subtracting the investment cost, put a tiny dent in that down to 2,313 divines. For a total of 23.13 divines per map. And again, that is counting abandoned maps. 23.13 divines per map. Divine Orbs per hour. It was about 18 hours to do this farm. Again, a record longest farm to do. Around 11 minutes per map. But here's the thing. No map actually took 11 minutes. I don't think a single map was ran in 11 minutes. All the maps were ran in like 2 to 4 minutes. If I just did the Wisp realm and abandoned it. Or they were like in excess of 20 minutes. Maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And in a few select cases, there was a couple of like 30 to 40 minute maps in there. I think the longest map was like 43 minutes, something like that. An absolute just ridiculous ocean of loot on the ground that I had to look through. And probably should have got through it faster and not worried too much about trying to see every single belt in that case. But anyway, average of around 11 minutes per map. So we're, again, trying to see the average here. And that's the whole point of this video, is to try to get a sense of what kind of average currency per hour could be made if you did all these factors at once, and assuming that it's probably the best. Oh, looks like my session just expired. That's fine. We're done with it anyway. So moving on, we're going to see the gambling. I got to do all those Ventor's gambles. Got to do the stack decks. Got to do the Voidborn Reliquary Keys, the Valdos boxes, which I never do. And maybe there's something else in there I forgot. But anyway, see you on the other side. It's going to be a lot of gambling. All right, everybody, thanks for sticking around. We're almost done. That's a pretty good fortune with the Valdos boxes. I've never really opened a bunch of them at once. But I ended up hitting a bad Mage Blood map here. Then a really good Mage Blood map here. This one's worth a lot. Almost the price of a Mage Blood already. And we had a couple of Progenesis in here, which are also almost full value Progenesis. And, you know, we had a Fulcrum in here. A few different things. So it looks like I came out ahead not quite twice as much ahead as the 79 boxes I did, but maybe about a 50% profit there. Somewhere in that ballpark. It's pretty nice. The Void Moon Reliquary Keys, 56 of them open, and this is all I got. Nothing. Per usual arrangement. All the Ventors, 562 Ventors, boiled all the way down, and we got one pretty good one here, 15 to 20 Divines, maybe 25 Divines. Probably not going to... I don't know if I catalysted or not. I mean, this is really nice. Quantum Rarity roll. And this one again, Lightning Res roll, kind of low on here, so I don't know, 5, 10 Divines maybe. Didn't come out very well in the Ventors. Obviously came out terrible on the Divination cards. You can see there's not a single one. I did a couple hundred Divination cards, didn't get a single hit on my loot filter. So that's that. Anyway, I guess all in all, it was a decent, halfway decent gamble session. And of course, the uniques. You know, I slammed Valorbs into so many uniques while in the map. It's better to do it in the map because there's so many dropping for this. So just keep the Valorbs on you at all times, like right here. So put them right there, leave them in your inventory. That's kind of how I have mine set up. But anyway, that's it for the gambling session. I'll give you my final thoughts on the farm. Alright, so big point I gotta hit home on this video is abandon your maps. Abandon the maps that aren't really good. You got to see the spreadsheet. You got to see what I did play and what I chose to abandon. So I know you probably asked in the comments, you know, what about this map? What about that map? Just look at the spreadsheet. Pause it as I'm scrolling through it, and you get a real good sense of what I ran, what I did. And I think after having ran what I did and seeing the results from there, I really should have abandoned about 2/3 of the map, not just 54 of them. It should have been closer to like 60 or 70 of the maps, because I feel like, you know, the top 10 maps that I ran, for example, gave me like 80% of the loot that I got in this farm. So when you think about it that way, it really makes a lot of sense just to throw the other ones in the trash. Even the ones that would make, you know, a couple Divines in the map. It just doesn't make much sense because of the time it takes. Again, it's the Abyss. It takes some time to do. Questionable as to whether or not it would be a good idea to invest more per map. I think the only thing I would probably stretch it beyond this, again, under the premise that I'm going to abandon a lot of maps. Don't really want to push the investment too hard, honestly. Maybe I would Valorb the maps to hit Corrupted. Maybe they could 8 mod Corrupt into +2 product. Probably not. It's going to be a little wasted. And they might remain the same. Could still run them. Or they might go unidentified. That would give you the juiciest maps of all. Because you could run the unidentified pack size compass and get 30% increased quantity naturally that way. But you're going to ruin a lot of maps. It's going to take a lot more prep work to do that. You're going to waste a lot more Delirium Orbs to do that. I don't really know if that's worth it in the grand scheme of things. I really like this farm, though. I think the one thing I would change is probably swap from Gilded to Winged Abyss, even though it means that I would brick more abysses in the map by like it being displaced in the map. Can't even fit it in the map tier. Sometimes the abysses don't spawn, so try to add an abyss in the map. Would even be likelier to not spawn, but I do think that would be worth it because the winged Scarabs are easy to come by. They're a little expensive, but they're easy to come by. You can just swap them over Scarab juice. So Winged Reliquary, Winged Abyss, and the other two I would probably leave Gilded. I think so. So yeah, 6 modded, uncorrupted, easy to roll those maps. Super tight regex if you want. Not a big deal. The maps are still pretty hard. If I tried to do 8 mod corrupted, it'd be harder. I'd have to loosen the regex up a bit, and it would just be a lot harder. So I'm pretty satisfied with it. I think this has the potential to be the best, most lucrative farm of the league, and it looks like it would earn me approximately 1 mirror based on the Sacred Orb drop rate, drop 20, and 1 mirror. So that's exactly in alignment from what I project. I think it would earn me about 1 mirror every 18 hours played. And I think I can do even better. So if I start abandoning more maps and get even better at the Wisp realm, I think I'll improve those odds even more. Of course, I'll go back to testing Legion and Strongbox, you know, maybe Burial or Crimson Temple. We'll see, and see what kind of results I get from that. I just keep kind of ping-ponging back, trying to see what results are on both ends. And again, I probably should have dropped the Mageblood or Headhunter in this farm too, so it could have been even better. But yeah, a lot of great loot anyway. Hopefully this was insightful for you all. I think it was a pretty important video. And again, the major takeaway is abandon those maps. You shouldn't be running these 3K juice, 4K juice juicers if you can't get 7, 8, 9K, 10K Wisp juice maps ever. Then that's what you need to work on. You need to just take all these maps, all these massive maps that you'll never run and never sell, and just start throwing them in and start running the Wisp realm until you get it, until you really get it, and just practice at it. Honestly, it's the best thing you can do. It's long-term investment. If you're going to play the league for more than a few days from now, I'd say that would be probably one of the best things you could do, is just get better at it. And on that note, I will say I'm coming out with some kind of video in the near future about how I do the Wisp realm, but you can always check the Twitch VOD. I have so much content on there, just raw content. You can see me run all 100 of these Wisp realms if you like. I didn't provide a whole lot of commentary this time in there because I was just focused on it a little more. But anyway, you can kind of see what I was doing and how I did everything. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.